Okay guys, so I know I told you in the last vlog that we had something special towards the end. You guys got to see the ending, but you didn't get to see what it was. So COBB came through. They sent us their wheels and their tires. So a couple of years ago, or maybe last year, we went out to Austin at Rally Ready and we got to see their wheels on their Gen 3. And so that's what these are. These are the official COBB wheels that are gonna be coming out for Raptor any day now. So I want you guys to take a look at these, but this is them. They sent them to them. Thank you guys, thank you Nick. You guys, COBB, we really appreciate everything. You guys got this to us super fast. One of the reasons why we're putting these on and taking the 37s off is because the suspension wasn't ready. And so we can't run 37s on stock suspension and not expect bad things to happen. So we're gonna put 35s back on, but they're not just any 35s, they're special 35s because they got the COBB wheels. So let's get these unwrapped and swapped over to the Raptor. So sweet, I love it. I've always had bronze wheels on my car. Almost every car I've had. Actually, I think every car I've had bronze wheels. I just love them. Flashback all the way to what, 2010 on my Subaru? We'll throw a picture up here.
Yeah.
This is what it looked like. My first car got me into tuning, and the very last purchase I bought was a Raptor. Still have bronze wheels. Huge shout out to Jacob and the guys over at SPD Performance. We want to thank you guys a lot for this. Appreciate the quick service. All right guys, so we just finished up the install. I took the opportunity to spray paint these gloss black because they were a little bit faded, a little rusty. It looked like this actually, but yeah, so those are done. You can see the new resonator here, muffler setup here, super clean. Check that out. And it connects to the trombone that's here. Then up front here, we have the catted AMS downpipes that connect to the turbos. You can see in there. So that pretty much does it for the exhaust setup. So we will do a sound comparison now and see how it sounds. All right guys, here comes a sound comparison. Heck yeah. So we have their trombone, we have their muffler slash resonator, and it sounds awesome. So we'll get some more shots for you guys here in a little bit, but that's it, we'll wrap that up. Sweet, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Well, it's our first outing. We got the wheels and tires put on. I don't know if you can see them in the back here. Yeah, right there. So we're gonna head out to an event that's at Hammer Performance here in Southern Park, New Mexico. Marley's following behind me. We're gonna get the trucks out there. Probably meet some people that I haven't met before. I know some of you guys are gonna be out there, but it should be fun. This truck is riding pretty good on these 35s. It's a different tire. This is a Nitto Terra Grappler. So I think I've run the Ridge Grapplers before in the past, but I haven't run the Terra Grapplers, so they feel good. They're a little knobby. You can feel them driving over the road, but I like them. So it'll be good to go out there to Moab on these and have 35s now. But yeah, so we're gonna head out to Hammer now and gonna enjoy some fun. So I'll put up some B-roll here so you guys can see a little bit of a montage, but it should be a good time. All right, guys, so we are prepping for Raptors on the Rocks. I got the recovery rack that was put in by Cody. I got some tires and wheels that COBB hooked me up with. Again, thank you guys. So those are in here. The SDHQ, I forgot the name of this. Feels fuel can. But we got that put in. We're getting some BuiltRight things going to be installed here tomorrow, but it's looking good. I'm super pumped with this thing. So we definitely need the spares, but yeah, check these out. Oh goodness. Thank you, COBB. Oh yeah, we also added some more decals too. Looks pretty cool. Marley talked me into doing this on the front, so we did this. Attention to detail. All right, come on, guys. Check this out. So I hit up BuiltRight Industries yesterday, and by 9 a.m. today, I got this. And I got this. What's crazy about this is we leave tomorrow for Utah. So we're gonna install this stuff now. So I got a couple of bed accessories. I got some inside accessories that go on the back of the seats. And we're gonna get a lot of the stuff that I need for the trails installed now. So huge shout out to the guys at BuiltRight. Thank you guys so much for this. I really appreciate it. We're gonna get some B-roll of this stuff now, but you guys gotta check this stuff out. Alrighty guys, so we are all ready for Moab. We've got our power tank here. This is secured to the BuiltRight Industries bedside. We have our fire extinguisher. We have the wheels and tires. Check out the bags inside. This is super nice. Thanks again to BuiltRight, man. You guys really came through. I really appreciate this. So this is all set up. We've got our bags here. Bag over there. And everything's ready to go. Thank you guys. Alrighty, so we're about packed up. We got the Raptor up here, strapped down and secured. We take off in the morning. We'll see you guys in Moab. All right, guys, I want to show you how anti-theft map works. So you go to Tune, you go to Change ECU map, then you go to anti-theft. Now, I've flashed mine already, so I want to show you how it works so it's cool. So say somebody clones your key, right? And they are planning on stealing your truck. They get in, they press the on button, look what happens. Nothing. Doesn't even crank. So that's another feature of the access port that I think is pretty cool. Important for you guys to know too, because, you know, if you got to park it at the airport, or for us here, we're actually in Moab at a hotel and we don't get to see the truck where it's at. So I like to know that my truck is safe. So I'm going to remove this from the truck and take it with me. Alright guys, so we're at Gemini here in Utah, and we have quite a few trucks. The landscape is amazing. So we're airing down now, and we will eventually get on the trail.
hard.
It's about, I would say, what, 500, 600 feet down?
Please don't say.
I have never, ever in my life wanted to hug a mountain so close. Some of this stuff is like really, really tedious. Technical. You know, our trucks are flexing and doing all kinds of weird stuff, and the BuiltRight, it's packed. The mounts, everything is just staying in place. I have my power tank in the back, and that thing weighs like 30, 40 pounds and hasn't came off. So that's amazing. These guys really have some tough systems. Man, this is a blast, you guys. I want you guys to check out the scenery out here. So pretty. There's even a snow-capped mountain over there. But this is so much fun. Truck is filthy. But we are having a blast. COBB wheels are holding up pretty well, as expected. But this is so much fun. If you guys have never been out to Moab or Raptors on the Rocks, you guys gotta come out here. This is awesome. For those of you who are wondering how a 600 horsepower Raptor does rock climbing, it's not too bad. You know, somebody, I think his name was Lucas, we were talking this morning, and he mentioned one of the things that he wishes that his tuner could do was turn down throttle response for situations like this. And that's exactly what the access port can do. So if the throttle position is too sensitive for you, you can back it off with dynamic pedal control with the access port. And that's something you don't need to reflash, you just do it on the fly. So another perk of the access port, especially when you actually use your trucks off-road, it's a big help. Yeah, this is too much fun. My truck, see how well it does, see how hard I can run it. That's what we're doing here. Keep in mind too, this is turned down, so we'd be making about another 100 horsepower if I turned it up all the way. It's right at 600. Still easily cruising at 85. Adam gets to test his go mode. Look at that, that is so cool. Look at this tire. That's super sick.
Sounds like everything's breaking. But
Yeah, no, that's super cool. This basically locks up and you're just spinning around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'll have to have you send that to me.
right, so we just finished our last outing. We did Archback? Archback. That was super sick. It was all a high-speed run, so this truck performed flawlessly. It's making, again, 600 horsepower, and in some of the situations it was a little iffy because there's just too much power, so you have to feather the throttle. But coolant temp, oil temp, everything stayed in the 170s, 180s. When we started slowing down, it creeped up into 200, 205. I think I saw 215 once, but that's to be expected. So, I mean, we put it through its paces, that's for sure. Some of the video you guys have seen already is just, wide open throttle for a mile, half a mile, and that's 20 PSI, so 600 horsepower. And yeah, we're driving back now. Everything's working perfect. So I'm excited with it. I'm super happy with it. What about you? You have fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to address the oil thing.
Oh yeah, I addressed it a little bit. So for those of you that have AOSs now, you no longer burn the oil that these normally burn. You would typically, without an AOS, you would typically reroute the crank event, back into the intake, and it would burn the oil off through the engine, and that's not efficient by any means. So, IAG came up with their AOS, and now it takes that same oil vapor and puts it back into the engine instead of into the intake, which is where oil should be, in the engine. And so what I like to do with these bigger turbo trucks, I add a little bit more oil than what is said. So if it's 6 quarts, I'll add 6.5 quarts, or a little under. And so when we did our last oil change, we added 6.5 or maybe even 6.78. And so what happens now is with oil not being burnt and, boost, there's more oil than what's needed. And so it's started to push the oil out of the turbo seals. And so at idle, like all these trucks do, it started smoking, and it started smoking a lot. And so people thought something was wrong with the truck.
Yeah.
And so
we idled a lot.
Yeah.
At Gemini Bridges, we idled airing down, waiting for the line. Several areas where it was a little technical, we idled the truck a lot.
Yeah.
And so that definitely contributed a lot for it to smoke.
Yeah. And so, when it was our turn to start the rock climbing, we put it in drive and puffs of smoke everywhere. So, all said, those of you with the IAG AOS, make sure you follow the factory procedure. You don't need to add any more oil in to try to make up for the oil that these trucks burn. Just keep it at 6 quarts, if that's what it says. Once you check it with a dipstick, just keep it at the top line, and that's all. Just leave it there. You shouldn't have any issues. If you continue to idle, you're probably still going to have the same issues, but again, it's not really good to idle these trucks like that, so just make sure you don't do that. But yeah, everything went well. We had a good time. We had fun. Now we are going to go to dinner tonight and enjoy some barbecue, and I think we're going to head home in the morning. We might stay through Sunday and, I don't know, relax maybe, but
Quick story.
that's it. So we'll see you guys this evening at dinner.
December of 2013.
Goosetuned is one of our first sponsors for the rally, so we'll be wearing or having the Goosetuned logo on the truck when we run the rally. So very appreciative of the Builders Rally, and the rest of the Raptor crew. Thank you.
Alright, so all the winners, the smaller stuff is here on site, so we'll get it to you guys. The pistols, the bigger things are gonna get shipped. Just because we can. The hood is here, but it's going back with us to Texas. So, thanks, Peter. Woo!
There you go, Peter.
All right, guys, so we are officially packed up and heading back to Las Cruces. We want to give a huge shout out to Performance Ford of Moab. These guys are awesome. They let us park our trailer here, so that way we wouldn't have to worry about that while we were on the run. So thank you guys. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Cody. We really appreciate it. Also, if you guys are here, come by and check them out. They've got Raptors just sitting on the lot. So it's a new 2024 Avalanche Gray. So come by and check them out. But again, we had a great run. It was successful. Nothing broke. We are ready to go. So I'm just gonna tidy that little pin up right there, and then that's it. So we'll see you guys back home in Las Cruces. Thanks again, Chuck. We really appreciated the event. We had a lot of fun, and we will be back next year.